forgot. These guys do know each other. I was talking to Teep, GGEA Blue and Orange, they boot camped before. Guess who was that 13 that joined them? It was Complexity, so we shall see. These guys have played one another.
Okay. That makes things a lot more spicy.
That makes things very spicy. Good insight there, Joe.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
Well, you remember just in the nick of time, and that's all that matters. Thanks for that wonderful tidbit of information. But as we said, the first game of the day about to get underway. Excited for all the action live from the Call of Duty World League New Orleans Open. As we said, first game that we'll be watching on the main stage, Complexity versus GGEA Blue. We can set it now to our casters.
Thank you, Benson. Here we go, Tunney. I'm excited for this one, man. Complexity, they've started very well in a couple of series and then crumbled before our very eyes. They need to continue that hot streak at the beginning, and let's see if they can actually close out a series.
Yeah, I mean, if they can keep it at the level that we know they can show, this could be 3-0. It could be a very, very quick series. But GGEA Blue, as we said, they're coming in hot off the open bracket. It's going to be a difficult game for Complexity either way.
Yeah, and for Complexity, I just feel like it's filled with such streaky players. I mean, I can say that about Nagafin, Study, Fellow, guys that'll struggle and they get real, real hot. Parasite's like the one consistent factor for me, really, but to open things up, it's all red on the kill feed till Fastball can find a pick here at mid-map. Pushes forward, but cut down. It's going to be some nice opening time here from Complexity, and they have the spawn at the top side of the mini-map, so they're sitting pretty right now.
Yeah, that's what you want. If you could just pick up a few points and keep that side of the map held down, then it's a win off that first initial hard point. But I'm all with Supreme Agility now. We've heard a few little things about him. One of these players that could potentially light up Complexity, but we'll see.
So Merc was saying. Merc was saying he's been a god. He said he saw him drop, I think, like 45 in a hard point. I was talking to Tommy. He said he's seen him in a couple of GV matches where he's really shined. Knew him as like an S&D guy, so let's see what he can do here. But spawns for the top, still controlled by Complexity. Now it's going to come to surge forward. Look at that, though. The pressure forward across mid, just enough to spawn out one player. That's going to be Parasite at the bottom. So you have kind of a 4v2, 4v3 here for the moment for GGEA Blue. They've got to push forward, try to get a break here on the hard point.
Yeah, if they can manage to get a couple of kills here, they may get some favorable spawns. Not going to quite happen. So if Fastballer and Co can hold this down, it's going to take about 20 seconds for the other two players to get there. They may be able to hold some points down, but it still seems they have Complexity spawning at the back here. They are going to be able to hold this down, and the kill's going to come in from Felony. They should be able to keep that fast now. GGEA Blue are pushing on through. Felony doing well, though. And what I really liked about the last one, Nagafin picked up 2 big kills in the middle of the map as GGEA were trying to push on through, and that really shut down any sort of push because they got aggressive as soon as they got to hold a restaurant, but it's not been enough. Complexity do have the spawns they need.
Yeah, but this is where it becomes tough. You know, you keep spawning out in the field on the far left of the mini-map. You're just trying to flood in through that kind of white barn, get a break, and it's so, so tough. They've actually managed to, they kind of, contested and got some time over the opening 15. They got a little bit there, so they at least didn't allow Complexity to get a full 60, you know? Did a little bit of work, and now they're set up for the third hard point. It's now going to be pressure to Complexity to try and get a break on through.
Yeah, I mean, not allowing Complexity to get too much off that was really, really good by GGEA. That managing, as said, they got those final few seconds. It means Complexity have to turn around, deal with them. You don't want to give away just 15 seconds of scrap for nothing. And they've got this set up for the next spawn. GGEA Blue in a good position here to pick up some points.
I was about to say, maybe if they get a little bit more forward, I thought they might spawn the 4th player out from GGEA, but he does get a spawn in the back, so they still have a 4-on-4 here at the front, watching Fastball now as he hits the edge, able to win that gunfight. One more, Parasite able to trade it out, but this has been a complete and utter lockdown of the opening 30 seconds of parking lot for GGEA, and they're starting to build this lead a little bit, Ton.
Yeah, if you can get an early rotation and get set up, it's very hard to break it. Complexity now having a good go at it. We did just see one player spawn towards barn. The kills are going to come in, and GGEA split away. And it's only 20 seconds, though. The majority of the time has went over to GGEA, and that's a win for them. Going over towards the lookout, though, all the kills coming in Complexity's favor, and they're going to be the first ones there as well. Yeah,
I mean, when you take a look at it, they were very different hard points in 2 and 3, but the time actually ends up splitting a little bit there, so you're going to end up with almost exactly a tie game. So even though you only get the final 20 seconds, you relay that. I was about to say you relayed over nicely into field, but 2 kills there from Johnny and Fastball to slow down Complexity for the time being. Let's see what Parasite and company can do. Him and Study pushing forward. It's Supreme Agility with the 2-piece as he walks into basically the shots of Parasite there and kind of gifts him a collat.
Yeah, Study could do some damage here, though. He's going to catch one just from behind there. Second not going to quite come in. Felony does pick up 2, though. If he's going to make that 3, good work by him. And Complexity going to lock this down eventually. Both teams not really being able to get a hold of Lookout so far, but it's the first initial control we've actually seen.
Let's see what Felony can do, because he's very close to streaks here. Holds the close edge. He cannot win the gunfight. You've got to get that Fastball with a massive kill jumping around the edge. Felony would have picked up, I believe, Fighter Pilot and Glide Bomb with that kill. falls just a little bit short, he's surely frustrated.
Yeah, super frustrated. I mean, leading on this map towards Winery and where we are now at the lookout post, they can become so influential. And looking towards parking lot, they're really good for trying to break. So that's a big, big kill by Fastballer there. This game's pretty close, so only Complexity winning by around 12 points as we go into the second rotation.
Here we go, second set. In top green, it's going to be Agility, but he'll be taken out. Stamina trying to get up and trade that kill, but he didn't actually end up jumping into the top window, but still patrolling these steps and making plays. Cuts down one, teammate helps him with the second. He's going to get pushed from top, just playing it slow. He knows the pressure's coming. It's Nogafin peeking him. Nogafin able to win it.
Yeah, no, that's not too bad from Stamina, though, because he's making Nogafin look for him. It's
Absolutely.
wasting time in the hard point.
You saw him on X-Ray just kind of crawling his way up there, basically, right?
Yeah, just taking his time, did that very, very well. And more points on the board for GGEA, but Complexity are the ones with the spawns. But look how close Nogafin is to these streaks. This could be big if he can get a hold of them. He is going to get two. Is he going to be able to get the mortar as well? Not quite able to get it, but really good work by Complexity. They've got a slight lead, but that will be influential as we move into the next few hard points.
Honestly, if you get Fighter and Glide Bomb, that's basically full streaks in my eyes.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen too many huge plays. All right, but let's take a look. Also, one thing to note, Study right now actually has UAV on. So, I mean, that's key because, and not because you can't use it more, Fighter Pilot is the best. Yeah, well, yeah, that's don't call it in, but Fighter Pilot is like the best streak almost in Call of Duty history when you talk about its use in competitive play, and now that's not going to be an option here. So we'll have to see if that ends up playing. But as you look at it, still a very, very close game, and right now top spot's controlled by GGEA.
I mean, Naga just calls in the strike, the Fighter Pilot there. I don't really understand it. I mean, I know for rotation, but GGEA Blue are in the back right corner. They can just take any sort of cover they want. They've got the spawns they wanted now. Momentarily, they did anyway. And it just seemed like a bit of a waste. Complexity do get the 4 kills, though, and they are going to be able to lock that down. But
it becomes less of a waste there. I mean, even though you didn't get much out of this streak, at least they got the break, right? So
yeah,
it's less of an oh no. But Felony is trying to be one of the early rotators. Stamina, though, ready and waiting for him. Felony should get good timing behind a player. Yep, that's the easiest kill you'll get in competitive Call of Duty. All right, here we go. This is going to be the attempted break. It's going to be a 3-on-3 because Fastball, it does spawn out near old. Felony able to back him up out of the hard point. Now the collapse is coming in. You have a gunfight happening at the bottom left. It actually is traded out. Both players are going to fall. It's still going to be controlled, though, for GGEA. And no one's been able to pull out by more than, what, like 20 points or so? This has been incredibly back and forth. Yeah, even if they get the early rotation here, GGEA Blue once again. Complexity break it slightly, but it just seems as if neither team can really get a lockdown on these spawns. Well, now you look good. Now you look good. As long as they can get some influence over to the left, bottom left, they're set up to soak up these final 30 seconds. You're going to take maybe one more crack at this if you're GGEA, and then you got to rotate out the field. At least you don't have to worry about any potential use by the Fighter Pilot there from the side of Complexity. Not able to win the one-on-one.
Yes, I mean, they just got to set up a lookout now. There's nothing else they can do, and we can see they're doing that. Complexity going to have a little bit of a collapse in, though. If they can get a couple of kills, it's going to spell trouble for GGEA Blue. But Fastball that gets taken down by Study. That's a good gunfight for him to win if he can stay alive back here. They're going to have the pinch going towards the hard point. We can see that a couple of kills have already went down there as well. Parasite's pushing in, trying to win a gunfight. He does so. Complexity in a decent enough position to try and hold this down, and Parasite's done so well to break on through.
Parasite just made, I mean, maybe the play of the game up to this point. Not only were they already building the lead because of that third hard point, but then he gets 3 crucial kills on the top side of the minimap to lock down Lookout Post, and this could turn into easily the biggest lead we've had of this game. Keeps on growing. They need to get somebody in the hard point at this point, but the pressure from mid-map is clearing them out for the time being. Nogafin, though, able to clear out that mid lane and a little bit of help in mid-street from Study. Yeah, he did so well. He was 25 points off getting his glide bomb and Fighter Pilot, so very, very close, but in the end does get shut down, but it was massive. And that's going to probably equate to about 30 points for Complexity, picking up on Lookout there, and really good work by the veteran Parasite. Let's see, Study not going to be able to do anything there. Shut down by Supreme Agility. Fellow went down as well, and they're going to get the final few points here, but that's the first time we've really seen any team get any sort of substantial lead. And in most matchups, I wouldn't say a 40-point lead was that significant, but we haven't seen GGEA have one real solid hold. No. So I think the lead's actually a little bit scarier than it might look in some other matchups. But now let's see what they can do as we hit into our third set of rotations. Johnny going to be in picking up time. 2 of his teammates coming off a spawn. His Study finds a couple. He hasn't been challenged in the hardpoint yet. This is a great, opening 15 seconds to pick up for free for the most part. He's got some help. 3 kills now for GGEA. And just as I'm saying they haven't had any solid holds, they look to be doing it in the middle hardpoint.
I mean, the thing is, here as well, he's going to be spotted. If they can push out just a little bit further, make that second round of kills out from Restaurant, they can then get the spawn for Winery as well, but they haven't been able to do that. I say that, a couple of kills do come in for GGEA Blue. Agility and Johnny making the kills. Nagafin and Parasite do answer back though, but it's still GGEA Blue in control. They're about to tie it up, about to go into the lead.
This is unbelievable. I mean, this is going to be like a 58-second hard point for them. I think you had two very quick contests from Complexity. Other than that, they just got rocked. So that 40-point lead, which I thought might be scary, is evaporated once we get back into the house. Unreal stuff. Now let's see if GGEA can fight for the hard points here. Hard point at number 2. Opening kills, a couple going to the way of Complexity. They're trying to break in the backside.
Spawn as well.
They've got the spawn to work with, like you said. Can they now crack in? They're going to have to get by Parasite. And they're not doing a good job of it.
No, Parasite just seems to be saving Complexity every single time. He had a couple of kills coming in there, and he was the main reason they got a lot of lookout as well. What I like about this, Johnny, just staying alive, he is going to get taken down because Complexity got the split spawn. GGEA Blue had to hurry up because they've got people coming from behind. They've got to look in front as well. They don't get a hold of it. Now they're spawned all the way out. They've got to have a second bite at the cherry, and Complexity have locked it down. And
because Parasite was at back grannies, they didn't have any influence on the left street, so if he dies there, you're getting very, very good spawns for GGEA. They're definitely going to end up ultimately breaking, but because Parasite goes big there, all the spawns go in the favor of Complexity. They're able to take it. Now, this has been, what, 3 hard points in a row that have been kind of domination from either side. Back and forth we go. Complexity now 20 points away from the victory. Felony trying to push towards Stables. Able to pick up one. I'm sorry, towards Hair. Trying to back him up. Felony knows he's got one more to deal with. The other 2 players from Complexity starting to move their way up the map as well. You have got to have a flawless hold here if you're GGEA.
I mean, there's potential for it if they can set up, but they've never had a chance to sort of expand out from the hard point and catch them unaware. But Complexity trying to push in here, trying to get some picks. GGEA not giving them anything to feed off here. Johnny does take down Parasite, but the kills are going to come in from Complexity. Backwards and forwards we go, and it is actually going to be Felony, the last guy alive. Stamino is there to try and defend, but the spawns are being split from both teams here. They're going to be coming in. There's going to be a big fight in the mid-map, and it seems to be won by Complexity. Johnny takes out Fastballer as well, so Complexity now in control. Only a few seconds left.
This could be game. They need 5 more seconds. Johnny with a chance to make a play. He drops. Several players looking at front. The stun comes in. Not enough. Cole gets your game 1 victory on St. Marie.
But map number 2 about to get underway, and once again to reiterate, Complexity with the 1-0 lead in the series. Looking forward to the search and destroy.
Well, here we go, Ton, and this now becomes the question. We know Complexity can win game 1. Can they finish the rest of the series? It's been the big thing. You know, they even had a 2-0 edge over United, couldn't close it out. When they get to the CTF, that's going to be the single biggest thing. They've yet to win a CTF here at New Orleans. Can they do it? But our S&D now underway. Offense first for Complexity.
If they can get through the search and destroy, I feel as if they will win the CTF. I mean, a 2-0 lead against a team from the open bracket.
Versus United, a little bit different.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think in this situation, you would like to favour them. But we'll see. The first round has started very, very well for them. 1v4 for Agility to try and do, and it's not going to happen. 1-0 to Complexity already, and a good start. What they needed, I feel. You know, coming out the back of that hard point, you can be a little bit overconfident. If you continue in that same form, it just gives you even more.
Yeah, and I like to see the smiles on all the guys' faces. I mean, I know at times Nagafin team season, he ends up being the scapegoat. Like I've heard at other teams, he takes all the blame. Felony's been in a similar position at times. So seeing the comms in a good place, seeing the smiles on the guy's face, it looks like they're having fun. And that's definitely going to assist them in what could be a long Saturday. They have a lot of matches to play here in pool play.
Yeah, you don't want to burn yourself out either. I mean, we know how long of a day it can be, especially if they're going to be dropping down in the losers bracket later on, which, I mean, realistically, that's probably what's going to happen now.
A lot of COD.
Yeah, a lot of Call of Duty. So you don't want to burn yourself out too much. And I think, you know, they don't want big, tight games. Mentally, you don't want to go into those, you know, if you have a lot of them leading through the losers bracket, burn yourself out, as said. But really good start of the search and destroy as well, 2-0 now.
Yeah, they are handling business and quickly. Both of these rounds have been very fast. Top ruins. Easy pickings there for Parasite. We'll now wait and see what they do the second time on offense. Shot of Parasite right now. Team leader, captain of Complexity. Looking for a resurgence maybe in his career here in Call of Duty World War II.
I mean, he's had a relatively decent start. I mean, we've probably seen more from him in the past couple of months than we did in the past couple of years, I would say. You know, realistically, he's started a lot better. Yes, okay, maybe not the results that he wants, but he's a lot more of at a stage where he can potentially do something at the moment. But Complexity 1 versus 3 for Nagafin.
This round, they try and kind of hit through Bell, hit through mid-map. The 2 players that I believe hit through you get shut down by the defense there of GGEA. So solid defensive stand. And they read Complexity like a book there. Nagafin now has to try and clutch up in a 1 versus 3. Now he's got a kill and I believe a plant to go with, so he's got 250 right now.
Super
and
loud,
not exactly maybe playing for streaks, but at the same time, if you can get a plant here, I don't know what the game plan is. Yeah.
I mean, he's running armored and scoped. He's going to be super loud. They're going to hear him as well. They do spot him either way, and it's going to be a very hard round for him to get many kills or plants now. Fastballer should spot him. The kill comes in. Around for GGEA Blue on the board.
Yeah, and you'll see him running that armored class because if you're trying to go out mid from either side, really, and set up that mid barrel and assist your teammates that you're looking over on the push, stuns are always soaring out mid. So he has armored on to deal with those stuns. Unfortunately, though, both of his teammates, as soon as they hit you, basically were cut down. So not able to look over them very well. And it is a round win for GGEA. We'll see what they opt to do now on the offensive side of things. Let's see what the split will be. Ooh, a snipe here, mid-map.
Yeah, something different. Looking for the pick on the Nagafen. Don't peek through that little creek there.
He had a chance.
Yeah, that was not far off, but the kills are actually going to come in towards B. GGEA closing on there. They do get the first kill. Parasite does trade that one away. Stamina not in a terrible position to do something here, but they have got control of that bomb site. If they can get another kill and get this one down, potentially Parasite does get the bomb carrier. Stamina trying to get the second as well. Parasite does just enough, and suddenly it's a 1 versus 2 for Stamina. It looked promising for GGEA Blue there. They did get themselves in a good position within B, but never really got the immediate control that they needed.
I love it. Parasite just throws his life to the wind to stop the bomb from actually getting planted. He dives in, gets the kill, and his team a 2-1 edge. Now remember, Study did pick up a snipe kill, so you will have sniper in the hand of one of the players here. 2 versus 1. Let's hop over to Stamina's POV, just because he's going to be the one looking to clutch this up. 35 seconds on the clock. He's wrapping it back through mid. And they're both hitting through Bell. They just need to be in a position to trade this.
We may get good timing. He's managed to do so well to just evade them both already, and if he can get one kill, maybe get a second, and then I say that he had good timing, he gets awful timing the second later. Nagafen takes him down, and another round on the board for Complexity.
Complexity now with 3 rounds, looking very, very solid here in game 2. You can't be shocked. I mean, you've got 3 different players here, 4 really, that at times have been considered S&D specialists in their own right. So not shocked to see this a game mode that they're going to thrive.
Yeah, I mean, for me, we've seen Nagafen be very inconsistent in Dallas when he was playing on Next Threat. If he can take that consistency and keep it at the top level with this Complexity squad, they can be really strong in Search and Destroy. I mean, I've seen points where Nagafen was 0-7 gritty his own teammates last event, and then other times he was dropping like 9 kills. So, I mean, if he can, as said, get some consistency into his game.
But so Parasite ended up sticking him there as he got pushed.
Did he?
I believe he did. I thought he was dead to rights. The fact he's actually able to trade that kill out because he didn't have any help at the time. Oh my God, darn impressive. Multiple players pushing out through Bell. That gets traded as well. So 2 versus 2 here, Ton. Bomb in the hands of Nagafen.
You know, it is not a bad place to get it down. I mean, there's so many different ways to watch, but from where Study is, he's got a lot of places he can actually cover. And Nagafen, if he chooses the right way, I mean, this is a really hard way for GGEA Blue to push through if Nagafen can get this first kill. Oh, that's a great shot by Agility, though.
I thought Nagafen was going to get incredible timing there, but he doesn't, and then Study can't hit the snap. Now would it, okay, a couple shots that Study needed to hit.
Yeah, this is an easy round for GGEA Blue. Now surely they should be able to get away with this one.
Oh, so close, and now you know why it's planted for there. Study hits the wall bang, but honestly, it shouldn't have got there. Nagafen, I thought, should have won the one-on-one where he pushed out Ice to get eyes. Study had a couple opportunities to hit a snipe there that he wasn't able to connect on. So that, I mean, for me, that's one of the harder retakes when you're trying to retake towards the A site and you have it planted like that, but they're able to get it done.
Just.
Yeah.
I like the play from Study, though. I said the bomb being planted there works out for them. And
he just need to hit one of those.
Yeah, if you hit one of those previous ones, then it's a much easier round.
Really, it's the first player crossing. I mean, he needed to hit that shot.
Well, moving into the next round now, and now the question: GGEA Blue get 2 rounds in a row. Yes, we are already come screaming into the round, and it's 2 versus 2, very, very fast.
My God, yeah, that was very quickly. 20 seconds into the round, already 4 players dead. Eyes on. With Stamina. He's going to look to get this bomb down.
He does have Johnny with him. It's 1 and 3, he needs to step it up, and if Stamina can just stay alive around this bomb, waste time. Just allow them to come to you. They don't need to do anything. Johnny gets a great shot on the Nagafen, and he just needs to stay alive here.
And if we could get X-Ray back on, I'd appreciate it, just because for a second I was like, I don't see them through the wall. But now peeking the edge, just trying to spot it, getting tagged up from top, just tries to get eyes. 20 seconds now on the clock. Gonna have to reload, only 9 of the clip.
It's such a hard round to win from this position. GGEA Blue played it perfect.
Yeah, he would have had hit flawless shots there, and both in a position they can dip.
Yeah, well played, and that's another round on the board for them. So good work by GGEA Blue to bring it back here. Complexity looked really, really strong in those first few rounds, but they've come screaming back into this game and tied even now, 3-3.
All tied up. You said GGEA screaming back into this one. Let's see what the strategy is going to be like now when Complexity gets back to offense. Looks like a 3-man hit up mid. One player, and Nagafin's going to be out towards the A side, and they are just cruising up. They do have a 2-man stack at A, so, and you spot one going lower into Cave. He is just taken out so easily. Did they realize there's one more there? Well, wow, doesn't matter. I thought maybe they wouldn't expect 2 to be at A, and he could find a couple of cheeky kills, but that will not be the case. Quickly, Johnny by himself, and Johnny also working on streaks, so he finds himself in a very difficult position.
I mean, if he can get 1 kill and maybe get away, surely they're going to chase him down. The shots are not going to come in, so just stay alive.
You've lost this round, yes, exactly. Yep. Just get these streaks.
Yeah, that's all he needs to do. He gets the first kill and gets himself away. And are they going to hunt him down? I don't think Complexity would be that brash. Then, yeah, Johnny just going to just stay alive here. And Complexity don't want to feed him anything else. They've got the round in the bag. Do not give him any more kills. There you go. That's a massive kill from Johnny. Chasing the kills down, do you really need to do that in that situation?
I don't know. I mean, if you're
got the site locked.
If you're going to take a gunfight, at least make sure you're taking it on cover. I think if you're Parasite there, just kind of caught out in the open. I don't know if he was just trying to peek and get vision and get away. It doesn't work out, and you feed Johnny some streaks here. Yes, you get the round, but now you have to deal with the glide bomb and mortar, or sorry, glide bomb and fighter pilot.
Definitely going to help GGEA in the later rounds, possibly. They are 1 down now, but you know, I think they'll take that, losing the round for streaks.
Well, especially when it's a 1v4 like that and he gets 2 kills.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as he got that first kill and got away, I mean, there was a lot of potential for him to get them. He does so, and oh, that's a great shot by Johnny. He's going to get the mortars as well.
I don't understand. Like, if you're Nagafin, you almost got clipped there as you peek it the first time, and Complexity just getting rolled here in this round. Study now, all by his lonesome mid-map. He can't push to the back because he's already got fastballer waiting for him. There's one looking at him from top ruins, and there's the second snipe. He opens it up, he closes it down. Nice round there from GGEA. So it's 4-4, and you've got streaks on Johnny.
Yeah, I mean, Johnny was 0-3 at one point, and to get himself back to this position, what's that, that's 6 or 7 kills now in a row?
Oh, yeah, he's erupted here.
Absolutely, and he could be the catalyst for GGEA in this search and destroy now. The hat choice is questionable, though, I will say.
Staying warm. It's key to being a professional player. I wish I could wear those hats up on here.
Do you, though?
Yeah, my head gets cold. All right, 4-4. Offense again. 4 Complexity. Some shots in to back up player at Wood. But they keep doing this 2-stack at A. I mean, you don't see it that frequently out of teams.
Oh, well, here comes the glide bomb. That could cause problems towards...
Oh, it causes a lot of problems.
Parasite Study go down. I think he caught it through the window or the door there. Really good work by Johnny, and he was being collapsed on in that position as well for him to survive as well.
The streak is up to 9 for Johnny. 0-3 to 9-3. Absurd performance here in the game too, which looks very, was a 3-1 lead at 1.4 Complexity. Felony though, trying to give them a chance. Now a 2 versus 2. Sticking with Johnny as he's on the 9 streak, looking to extend this to double digits. Spots 1 inside you for now. Felony backing him up. 30 seconds on the clock. Looks like bomb's going to be getting planted now, P. And they're just slowly trying to work together. Johnny and fastball. Here's going to be a streak called in. So Mortar's called in. Can he catch anything? They call the bomb. He is able to get a hit marker and pick up Felony. So the streak now up to 10. 1 player remaining now in Nagafin. Is that back Bell? Inching forward. Surprise. Johnny, the streak to 11. Shooting bodies as well. 1 round away is GGEA from taking this game 2. And it is on the back from a wondrous performance from Johnny.
Yeah, he's really started to heat up here. And I mean, when those second 2 kills came in from Complexity after GGEA were 4-on-2, it was sort of one of those things where, you know, if they lose this round, then they've got to waste more streaks. But in the end, Johnny going off here. And
that goes back to show, I mean, can you get a poor use of streaks sometimes? Sure. But, you know, him playing that 1v4, getting the streaks, and then I mean, without that, they don't win that round.
Yeah, absolutely.
Three of the kills basically come off of those streaks. 2 off the glide bomb, then 1 from the mortar. Well, Nagafin's ready this time. Maybe that's why he's been peeking it. He has a little confidence in getting to the spot first and winning the fight.
Well, they take Johnny down, so the streaks are gone. And
round 11.
Yeah, round 11 we go. Stamina does make one kill, but he is being collapsed on by the Complexity squad, not making it very easy for him here, but
nearly
at the round in the end, but
nearly becomes troublesome there.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you are just all collapsing and somebody's going to run into his gunfire at least, and makes a couple of kills, but not enough. And round 11 we go. Johnny does still have that fighter pilot in his back pocket, and Complexity will know that as well. They know the glide bombs came in. Fighter pilot will be available.
Wait, do you have 2 of them?
They have 2.
Check on Johnny as well real quick. Oh, what? So Felony has one as well, okay. So you've got a lot of streaks actually to work with here, but the big thing is Supreme Agility has already been first pick, so Fellow is going to call in the streak first.
No, this is Johnny calling in the streak, actually, it looks by the sounds of things.
Got streaks. Oh, I think that you're right. The name was mixed up at the bottom. I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
The kills do come in, though. It's now a 2 versus 4, and these streaks have really not worked out for GGEA, and all not getting anybody with that fighter pilot. And a terrible, terrible situation now. 1 versus 4. Johnny has it all to do.
This is Extended Uniled 1-0 up in that matchup. E6 as well versus GGEA Orange. So back to the main stage game though. GGEA Blue, Complexity 2-0 up, but it hasn't been an easy game. Can Complexity close it out, or will GGEA Blue find a reverse sweep?
Hey, don't worry, Ben. I've been struggling. I think I said GGEA.
I've been all over. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
But no, I mean, the big thing here is Complexity. Can they win their first CTF? Can they close out a series here? But these have been very close for the first 2 games. At a 40-point hard point, you have a round 11 search and destroy. It's been a back and forth series for sure. Let's see how the CTF on Black Tower goes down.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen them against E United on this map, Complexity. They didn't look too bad, to be honest with you. It was a fairly close game. E United sort of, in the end, they just sort of extended that lead. You know how it can sort of snowball with the CTF. Complexity kept it close for the majority of the time, so they can clearly play this map. If they can play as well as they have the past 2 maps, this should be a straight 3-0 for Complexity in this moment in time. They are being pushed back into their spawn. Johnny and Co. Oh, gonna get a touch onto that flag, but looks of things. A couple of kills gonna come in. That one's gonna be run out through mid-map. Felony does pick up 2, though. He should be able to shut this down from mid. Study eventually cleans that up. The flag is returned. Good work by Complexity on the defense.
Yeah, the 2 players remaining, Felony and Study, end up going massive for the team. Felony with those 2 opening kills, and then ultimately able to get the return. Now it's their turn to try and push up. Felony hitting the far right side of the minimap. He's got 1 player in front, able to gun him. I don't know, try and stay alive there. Back up if you can. Challenging the second. He was so weak. No chance of winning that.
Almost Study now.
I think they're playing a sneak right now.
Yeah.
Look where the other 2 are.
We see a lot of teams try this tactic. I mean, if they can get a couple of kills mid-map, then Study pulls it. It's not a bad situation to be in, because if they then lose a couple of kills like they have done, he can pull it.
Turn them around.
I don't know if I agree with that play. Now
this isn't a pull to score. This is a pull to halt the pressure from coming in, I think, because they were 2 down. They only have 1 more player on defense. But they have it. No, not really. Well, they have a chance here. It's still alive. Actually, you've got 2 players here, but it's going to be Supreme Agility. It is breaking in from behind. He knows he's got 1 more to deal with. He gets gunned. Flag is still hot. They're going to grab it.
Works out.
That should ultimately be the cap.
Yeah, absolutely works out for them. And you know, I criticized Study as soon as he did actually pull that, because I mean, there was 3 players left from GGEA Blue in mid-map, and
well, yeah,
it ends up working out.
I think that was just more one of those things at the time, at least. Turn them around, make sure they're not going to 3-man hit our base with 1 player alive. I didn't expect that to turn into a cap. Like you said, it did ultimately end up working out, which was surprising, but Complexity now up 1-0 with 2 minutes remaining in the half. They found a couple of kills, but Johnny still alive here. They actually have 2 players, Agility and Johnny, both playing inside of the Complexity base. Their teammates now coming off a spawn. They've got complete and utter map control. The problem is their flag is currently out.
Yeah, it's a bad position to be in, because, I mean, in that situation, there was a couple more players of Complexity up. Nagafan is eventually going to get shut down. Because they have to spin round, then Complexity can then push out, get the kills in from behind, sort of pinch in between in the middle of the map. And it works out first time round. Surprisingly, second time they were in a better position to do it and don't get away with it. So good work by GGEA Blue to keep that to 1 with 1.5 minutes to go in the first half. If they can hold on here and get an attack on the go, they may be able to get something going, but not going to quite happen. Complexity, a couple of kills coming in from them, and the map control is there. And once again, another player sort of slipped the net, and he can maybe pull this one away, and not going to happen. Johnny does shut him down, but Complexity with the mid-map control that they need.
You know, they've got complete and utter map control right now. As I say that, all of them die. And it's just Nagafin now in their top window, trying to stay alive, actually able to win a gunfight as well. Snaps onto the second. No, he just keeps challenging. How does Naga get a three-piece there? One bullet through what seems like all of it. Now 3 down, ending in a flagpole. They're all going to be spawning on the left side of the map. He's got help here with Fellow as well. They can play escort. He gets stunned with Felony. Is still here. Felony, you got to hit your shots, buddy. Fastball. 2 big kills on defense to make sure they can't get away with that flag.
Yeah, you got to spawn just at the back left there and just about catches him before he gets through the door. And I think if he makes it past that point, that's a flag for complexity.
Yeah,
really good work by GGEA to defend it. Somewhat fortunate spawn to get a hold of him there as well.
It was just frustrating. It's like you said, he doesn't get to that edge. Felony goes from playing escort to all of a sudden have to clutch up and try and kill 2 to 3 players from GGEA that are right back. Well, let's see what Felony can do now in an aggressive position again. His teammates find another kill. He will be cleaned up. Nagafin coming in from the other side gets the call out, and he is able to trade it out. Somehow still alive. He's got Study here with him as well. Parasite grabs the flag but falls. Last guy is Nagafin. You just saw a disgusting 3-piece. Can he make some magic happen again? Needs one more bullet, I think, there to give himself a chance. Not able to get it done. But still, complexity control the first half.
Yeah, completely control it. Although not so much in the scoreline. It's only 1-0. Great work by Nagafin, as we can see in the round-ending kill cam. But I think they could have potentially capitalized more on that. I mean, it's one of those situations where you've got all this pressure. If you don't make work of it, then you look towards the second half. If GGE, we'll get that right. Can we just call it
I'm saying GG. They're GG.
If they can come back into this and get some control of their own, then they're going to be tying this up very, very fast. So complexity, if they can continue that control and maybe just capitalize on it a bit better in the second half, they're looking good for the win.
This is a good start. They got that 2 kills off the break, so it's going to be very early pressure. 2 hitting top left of the mini-map. They did still spawn deep. I don't think he was expecting that at all from his position. They spawn in the back. Fastball is able to grab the flag. Has enough of the clip to find the kill. Pulls out the pistol as he had to reload. He did get the fighter pilot. I would have played that a little bit slower. Not even thought about getting a cap there. Just think about getting fully streaked out. I mean, you didn't really have a chance in hell of getting that out. At least find one more kill. Reload your PPSH to try to make a play. To be fair, I mean, he doesn't have the, he's not omniscient. He can't see everything we're looking at on the mini-map, but God, a little bit more patience there, and he probably had full streaks.
Yeah, it does get some streaks. They're not as influential on this map as you say maybe on Ardennes.
It's true.
But at the same time, they can help you out if you pull that one away, escort in, or just even try and slow the enemy down if they do take it down this side as well. You know, they're going to have to run on the ground. They can't do anything. They will be beneficial, but GGEA Blue need to get in a position to make them count.
Okay.
And I didn't even manage to get a kill.
Well, I like sometimes those offensive call-ins, because if you get a kill or 2 with it, you're able to push forward and get a flag out. But now this is some great pressure coming in. Pinch on both sides, grabbing flag, spawning them out. Stamina off to the races. He has some help from mid-map. Almost turned on his fastball, but he is able to finish it. He should be out as long as they win the last gunfight, and fastball able to do it. We're going to have a tied-up game, 1-1.
And now, can they just try and keep that pressure mid-map? If they can get these next couple of kills, it puts complexity back on the back foot. Parasite makes an important kill there. They're going to be able to move in mid-map, try and make that second round of kills. And really good work. What I've seen quite a lot from complexity, Study just seems to be running out and trying to stay alive around the mid-map, making kills where he can. It just releases so much pressure if you've got somebody doing that. He hadn't succeeded in the past minute or so in doing any of that, though. The flag does go in. Felony's going to pull it away, and not going to happen there for him. And just seems as if complexity are losing a bit of a grasp on this game that they really had quite firmly in the first half. And GG, yeah,
you only had
screaming back into it.
You only had like 1 flag touch from GG over that first half for the most part. I mean, they weren't really able to get much offense at all.
Study again.
Yep, another little sneak pull. A team kill comes in, and they get 2. He's gone. There's 1 player left to deal with. We have to Johnny's POV, because I want to see if he can actually try and make a play on this. Nope, he's done. That's a cap. Complexity will regain the lead. It's just another... I guess I'd like to talk to Joe after this, but I don't know if it's just the map or if it's miscommunication coming in from GG, but they don't know Study's missing twice is what it seems like to me, and he's able to make a play.
I think it's the map as well, though. I mean, it's so short. If you can get a couple of kills, and with it being so small, you can start running the flag fairly quickly.
Well, you really have to have your comms at 100% because you can get to the other side of the map in 5 seconds. You have to know who's up, who's down, who's remaining. Twice, it seems like Study left out of the conversation in GG's comms.
And with it being such a small map as well, you wouldn't expect him to get past. I mean, there's only 3 lanes, small lanes, and he's got past maybe 3 times now. So
that's another thing. It just comes down to communication for me. 3 kills again, going their way. Last guy, once again, Johnny. Johnny eliminated, bye-bye. That's another cap.
Yeah, there's no way to stop that now, and I think Fastballer had used his streaking. I mean, in these sort of positions, this is where you would want it, but even then it would have been hard to get that one back. Really good work by Complexity. They're going to run that one all the way home, and that's going to be 3-1 with a minute and a half to go. It's a mountain to climb for GGEA here.
Yeah, it's like it felt like GGEA climbed back in it. They were going to play him tough. They tied up 1-1, just like that. Complexity turn on the Jets and completely take over. I think during that period, I think Nagafin hit a 5 streak, Parasite as well. They just completely started dominating, winning all those one-on-one gunfights as you push towards the opponent's flag. Now one is trying to make a play, and look at the difference when one person slips through. You've got Nagafin sitting back on cover. He knows somebody's missing. He knows there's somebody they have to wait for there. When it happens on the other end of it, it's just free flag pulls. I mean, it's almost like, the thing is, GGEA, I know this was happening when it was 0-0, but they seem to just run forward. Typically, I mean, way back in the day, one of the things that was always sort of put to me, wrap your flag all the time, then you know they're not there. Yes, okay, you're a little bit slower on the attack, but you have to get rounds of kills anyway. So, I mean, it's just slowing it down that little bit. If you can make those rounds of kills later on, more pressure on the map. And clearly, I mean, GGEA, they have to push forward because they're behind. That's why they haven't been able to wrap back. That's why Study's been able to hurt them so much. And with 30 seconds to go, they're not in this game. They need a perfect rally. Be the only way to do it. They are picking up a couple of kills here, but unfortunately, there's 4 men on defense right now. 2 have dropped. Nagafin and Study still here to make plays. Nagafin going huge yet again. He's had so many multi-kills, and that's another time where Nagafin and Study go big on the defensive end. Nice game from Naga, 24-15 in Complexity for the first time this weekend, able to close out the series, and that's Nagafin maybe paying Johnny back for the body shots earlier. That's a clean sweep for Complexity.
Yeah, looks solid all the way through, and we expected it to be probably a little bit better from GGEA there, but